All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a pretty basic lesson today. As if you're looking at algebra, if you're looking at third grade math, it's pretty complicated. So let's just get going. I don't know what I just did there with that 10. I'm making that 0 looking weird. Okay, so what we're doing is just a one-step equation. Okay, we're just trying to find what x equals. Our goal is to get x by itself. Okay, we want it to be, when I say by itself, I mean I want it to look like this on one side of the equation. Over here, we'll have some number or numbers, whatever. I don't care what's over there, but I want this to say x equals, okay? And it also could be equals x, doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's work the problem. What we got to do is you got to get rid of whatever's over there with the x. Now, we've only got this -2, okay? Now, here's how you get rid of stuff whenever you want to go across the equal sign, okay? Anytime you want to go across the equal sign, you got to do the opposite. So therefore, if you are... sorry about that. So if you want to essentially, like, say you've got an x plus 2, and you want to get rid of that 2, you got to subtract 2 from both sides. If you got an x minus 2, you got to add 2 to both sides. Let's say you've got a 2 times x, you got to divide 2 on both sides. And let's say you've got an x divided by 2, well then you got to multiply by 2 on both sides. Okay? So essentially you got to do the opposite of whatever's happening. Okay? Here, this is where a lot of people mess up in this. They see that -2 and they think, okay, well, I'll add 2 to both sides. No, that's not correct, because that's not what you're doing between the -2 and the x. The relationship between the -2 and the x, essentially the DTR, to define the relationship, they're being multiplied. What is the opposite of multiplication? Division. So therefore, you are going to divide -2 on both sides of the equation. Now, the reason this gets rid of it, the reason we're even doing this is, what's -2 divided by -2? 1. That's why we do this, because that gets rid of that, because 1 times x is what? X. Okay, it's the same thing. That's why we do that. Now, on the other side, we just it's collateral damage. You see what's left. What's 10 divided by -2? -5. And you're done. Now, can you check this? Yes. You take the original equation, and you just plug this in for it, okay? So you got -2 times -5 equals 10. What's -2 times -5? Negative times a negative equals a positive, and 2 times 5 is 10. Does 10 equal 10? All day. That is correct. Good job, everybody.
Hey, Tyler here. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out tarveracademy.com.
All right, check out the Facebook page if you want. Tweet me some pictures, and I'll try to help you with some math. Check out my other YouTube. Check out my website. Also, subscribe to this channel. I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to try to keep making math videos and keep helping people out. Bye.